A big week for Big Blue Nation. How Coach Calipari's Cats put on a show at UK Pro Day.
And a judge reduces the jail time in probation after a man apologizes for oversleeping and missing jury duty.
And she has the moves. Simone Biles nails 2 more signature moves at the Gymnastics World Championships. Happy Monday, everybody. It's October 7th. I'm Jennifer Palumbo. He's Seth Phillips, and it's on.
Ooh, it is on. Welcome back.
Thank you. I got to go to Atlanta this weekend.
I was about to say, there's a reason. Yeah, we were at Keeneland last Friday, and Claire filled in. But so you went to Atlanta. You had some things going on?
Yes, I'm sorry I missed opening day of Keeneland, but a friend of mine from college is getting married, and it's a destination wedding, but she's having a big party. She had a big party in Atlanta, and all of our college friends came together, and it was a blast. Atlanta's a really fun city.
I was about to say, I've never been to Atlanta as an adult. I went a few times when I was a kid, a few times when I was in high school, but you really can't do much. Yeah, and it was also on a band trip, so like I was in the confines of what we were all doing. So I went to the Coca-Cola factory. I thought that was cool. What's that place with all the food?
Centennial Park is neat.
No, there's like a restaurant there that's like really popular. I think it's called the Varsity. Is that correct?
Okay.
Does that sound familiar? I don't know. They do it's kind of like a Sonic. Yeah. Chris knows what I'm talking about. It's like a Sonic, but like on steroids. They do like all kind of other stuff that goes with it. Kind of like one of those old drive-thrus. Like
okay, so you pull into it. Okay. Yeah. And they bring you your food.
That's great. Go eat in the restaurant, whatever. But it's kind of like Atlanta's own thing.
Yeah.
But really cool. So that's all I've ever done there. But you got to go to the Beltline? Is that what you said?
The Beltline area, it's a really neat part of the city, and they just have great restaurants. And, you ride, they call them the birds, the little scooters, so we did that. Bird is what they call them. I don't know, but it's just like a motorized scooter that, you ride. And
it's called a bird? I've never heard that before.
And so I got to do that, and that was awesome. Yeah. And then it was also like a big birthday weekend for friends and family. My father-in-law, Johnny Palumbo, celebrating his 70th birthday on Saturday. King Rex Chapman, turned 52 on Saturday, and also my good friend Stacey Robertson's birthday was Saturday. So a lot to celebrate.
Busy weekend for you, I tell you what.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I worked the whole weekend. Literally.
You didn't do anything Saturday night?
No, I couldn't. I was at work. I literally was here. No, I went to Keeneland, so we did the show there, and then after that, I made the terrible mistake of staying at Keeneland all night until it finished.
That's never a mistake.
Well, it is when you got to go to work in the next morning, and then have to stay and watch. I watched football most of the day on Saturday because we didn't have a show at 6. But then the 11 o'clock rolled around, and then I had to get 3 hours of sleep to come back and then to do the whole day on Sunday. Yeah. So it was a busy weekend for me. I just didn't do anything.
Yeah, except
but it's
work.
Okay. Except work. But that's okay because the viewers needed to know about the rain, and I was here to tell them about it.
And this cooler weather. And speaking of football, there's actually breaking news about UK football.
That's right.
Keith Farmer just tweeted that Mark Stoops, he's having his weekly news conference, said that Sawyer Smith will get the start Saturday against Arkansas. So there had been talk about Lynn Bowden, and so fans will be talking about that for the next few days.
That is for sure.
Yeah, so speaking of that, let's get a look at what's on now, and it is a big week for True Blue fans. Big Blue Madness is Friday. Again, the UK football team plays Arkansas at Kroger Field Saturday night. And yesterday, Coach Cal's Cats took part in the annual Pro Day at the Joe Kraft Center. This is when dozens of NBA scouts get their first look at this year's team. Fans also got a chance to see the players in action because the SEC Network had it on TV live. Some of the highlights, new Cat Nate Sestina hitting 9 threes in a row. And then he went on to make 20 out of 24. Keon Brooks made 6 in a row. And also 7 Kentucky players have wingspans of at least 7 feet. So that was something that a lot of the fans were talking about. What's your wingspan?
Of how many feet?
7 feet? We might get 7 feet if you and I connected arms.
I think if we're together, we might make 7 feet. I doubt it, though.
But that's always fun and a lot of excitement about basketball season.
Oh, totally. Especially this year, basketball season is a really big deal. Everybody's happy about it. Yeah. I think that's really cool. 9 threes in a row.
I know. And 20 out of 24,
impressive.
So well done. And also Sunday is the UK Women's Clinic, and that's at Rupp Arena with Ellen Calipari taking center court. And she had a little fun on her Instagram, Cal_Mrs. If you're not following her, you need to be, where she refers to Coach Cal as her roommate. She said he asked her to do a post about the clinic and tell fans to come. Well, she made a small tweak to this poster, changing it from the John Calipari Women's Clinic to the Ellen Calipari Women's Clinic. Ellen joked if her roommate is on his best behavior, she'll let him attend the clinic as well. Spots are still available if ladies want to be part. This is such a fun event. I go every year and I'll be there too. Aww. It is Sunday from 3 to 6 in the afternoon. So Ellen Calipari Women's Clinic. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, in all things Florida, a Florida judge has reduced the terms of probation of a man who spent 10 days in jail after he overslept and missed jury duty. 21-year-old DeAndre Somerville arrived early to his court hearing on Friday in front of Judge John Krastinakis. I don't even know if I'm saying
it like
that
you know
right.
what it is.
Krastinakis.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, that'll be the best we do. Somerville says he overslept for jury duty on August 21st. He apologized to the judge and said he had not understood the seriousness of jury duty. He spent 10 days in jail because of the incident. The judge accepted Somerville's apology and reduced his probation from 1 year to 3 months and the community service from 150 down to 30 hours. The judge also said he would consider a motion to drop the contempt of court charges from his record in the future for community service. Somerville must give weekly 10-minute talks to the jurors about the importance of jury duty.
He will never oversleep again.
Oh, never again.
Have you had jury duty yet in Lexington?
No, I have dodged it everywhere I've been. When I left Lafayette, Louisiana to go to Medford, Oregon, my parents had just gotten the letter. It said, hey, Seth's, due for jury duty. They're like, well, he just moved to Oregon, so can't do it. And then when I moved from Oregon to here, I got another letter saying you're due for jury duty, in Oregon? In Oregon.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, sorry, I live in Lexington, Kentucky now. And they're like, oh, okay, you're good. So yeah, so far I've dodged it.
Now that you've mentioned it, you're totally going to get called within the next 6 months.
Somebody's watching. They're like, all right, Seth's on the docket. He's going in. So yeah, but no, it's a civic duty I want to do. I just have never had the opportunity to. What about you?
Oh yes, I've done it in Lexington, but it's been a while, so I don't want to jinx it and get. I mean,
well, we're both going in tomorrow.
Maybe we could get called at the same time.
Yeah.
That'd be good. It's on, live from the Fayette County Courthouse.
Yeah, that would be a fun thing.
All right, well, now to the Bahamas, where a dog trapped in the rubble of Hurricane Dorian has been found alive weeks after the storm hit. A search and rescue team from Florida's Big Dog Ranch used a drone to locate the dog in the devastation of Marsh Harbor. The area felt the full force of Dorian. They used infrared heat-seeking technology on the drone to help find the dog. He got stuck under air conditioning equipment when Dorian tore apart buildings in the Bahamas. The dog's rescuers named him Miracle. He was emaciated when they found him, but is now recovering. He was airlifted to the organization's facility near West Palm Beach on Friday afternoon. And the founder of Big Dog Ranch says they will try to find Miracle's owners, but if they don't, they'll find him a new home. And I bet there'll be a lot of people who would love to adopt him. And another dog who was trapped with him died. This rescue mission was Big Dog's 12th since the hurricane. It's really incredible. Look how skinny he was, that he was able to survive for that long under all that rubble.
Yeah, you think about how long it's been since Dorian, and for a dog to have lived this long, probably on little bits of food every once in a while that it could find. I mean, you can tell. Look, you can see the ribs. I mean, that's just
so much work still to be done down there.
Heartbreaking at first, but such a happy ending for that little pup. All right, a scary trip for guests on the newly opened Disney Skyliner. They were left hanging Saturday night, for more than an hour as it experienced unexpected downtime. Firefighters came to the rescue. The gondola system is Walt Disney World's newest form of transportation and opened on September 29th. It takes guests to and from Disney's Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and 4 nearby resorts. There are also currently no reports of injuries. Disney is trying to figure out what caused it to stop.
I mean, that's something, though, there's probably parents on there with their kids having to be stuck in that for an hour in the dark. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, no. So it's a gondola ride? I mean, is that not really a ride,
I guess it's kind of like, I mean, like when I go there, we use the monorail. It just opened, and to already have an incident a week later is probably not a good sign. Yep. Well, Simone Biles and the U.S. women's gymnastics team finished qualifying at the World Championships in the same familiar position, first place by a comfortable margin. Biles had the highest all-around score and was also honored by having 2 more skills named after her into the code of points, giving her 4 total. The latest were her triple-double that she nailed on the floor exercise and her double-double dismount. Check this out, that she nailed off the balance beam. Her dismount off the beam was a double back flip with 2 twists. The Federation of International Gymnastics, the sport's governing body, still has to give its final approval, but I'm sure they will sign off on this. The other two moves already named after Biles are in the floor exercise and on the vault. To have a move named after a gymnast, the competitor must successfully do the element in the World Championships or at the Olympics. The 22-year-old is likely competing in her last World Championships as the U.S. eyes its 7th straight Olympic or World Team title, the longest dynasty since the Soviet teams back in the 1970s. Simone Biles goes for her 6th straight Olympic or World all-around title, not counting the year that she took a break in 2017. She is amazing and still going strong after all this time. It's great.
To get skills named after you, I mean, that's a big accomplishment.
4 of them, yeah.
Especially at that age.
Yeah.
So, well, good luck to her in the future. All right, the exhumation of the body of 1930s American gangster John Dillinger is going forward. His grave is in a cemetery in Indianapolis, but some of his family members believe that's not really his body, and they want to prove it. The Indiana State Department of Health gave the go-ahead to dig up the body and rebury it on December 31st. The family plans to take a DNA testing for the body that was supposed to be exhumed on September 16th, but the plan was halted by a dispute between the family and the cemetery. Dillinger became America's first public enemy #1 when he ran a gang in the Midwest in the 1930s. According to the FBI, Dillinger was fatally shot by authorities as he left a movie in Chicago on July 22nd back in 1934. The family says the description of the body does not match Dillinger's, including eye color, fingerprints, anterior teeth, ears, and head shape. Whoa.
Yes.
I didn't even know this was a thing until I read this, and I think that's crazy.
Do you remember, though, like it was back in the 1980s when Geraldo Rivera, they did a live special. It was like a 2-hour live special, Al Capone's vault. Like it was the same kind of thing, like, you know, is it in there? Or what will we find?
Are
you going to tell me you were born after this?
What year did it happen?
86. I think it was 86.
I don't remember it because I was not alive at that point. I get what you're saying. It
was funny though because it was like a big thing, like it was live TV, and then they open it up and there's nothing in there, and it was like, well, that was great live TV.
Womp, 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 womp. Yeah, but I mean, almost like just interesting about this. I don't know. Did you watch the movie with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
The Public Enemy #1, I think is what it was called, or Public Enemies or something. It was great. I love the movie. So this would be an interesting.
This will be interesting to see what they find.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, here's something that might make your Monday a little brighter. We have 2 chances to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Good Guys 2nd Kentucky Nationals at the Kentucky Horse Park.
All right, just give us a call right now, 859-280-1818. Be the 17th and 18th caller for your chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets. We will announce the names of the winners later in the show. You can find the rules for our giveaway on our website, lex18.com. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.